Hey there! How's it going? Hopefully it's going well for you. For me, I'm not doing so well. I'm feeling really out of it, really under the weather, just kind of dizzy and all that, so not doing great, but we'll see what we can do with this stream here. Let me just get everything set up the way I like it, and we can get started. Alright, good. I'm muted, so I don't hear myself talk. Open up the chat so I can see it. Alright. Got that going. Perfect. Alright, looks like we're ready to go. So, we're here today to play a bit of Nowhere Prophet. As I mentioned in the chat, or in the little text blurb for the video, a friend of mine recently got me hooked on this game. I hadn't even heard of it before, and we decided to just kind of go into our Steam libraries and play some games we hadn't touched yet. And he decided to stream Nowhere Prophet for me and anybody else in our group who happened to show up. And I got hooked on it, and so I ended up getting it myself. Now, I know I have a bit of a backlog, a bunch of games that people want me to play and I want to play, and we'll get to those in a bit, but this is going to be a fun game that I can come back to every once in a while and have some fun with it. So, I'm looking forward to all that. That's going to be fun. With that in mind, let's get started. So, I've re-enabled the tutorials and stuff so you get to see the new player experience. I have played this a bit, quite a bit actually, but there's still things I have yet to see. There's a bunch of things to unlock and things to do still. So, it's not exactly fresh for me, but, you know, it's good enough. And full disclosure, like I said, I'm not feeling that great. I'm really dizzy today. Lately it's been pretty good, but today it's just really acting up. I just feel disoriented and not doing so good. Hey, you're a flame. It's been a while. Hello. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, I'm not feeling great, but I'm feeling good enough to be here, so let's get started. Thank you. This is actually my newest model. I realized that my 3-year anniversary had recently come by, and so I decided to do a bit of work on the model. And yeah, I'll be fine. Like I said, the dizziness has been getting better lately, but today it's just been acting up. So I'm not sure why, but there it is. But yeah, give it a look. You know, it's since I did work on the model a bit, let's zoom out a bit. Don't worry about the weird eye behavior, that's just kind of something weird with the tracker. But yeah, I'm probably going to change the side skirt a little bit in the near future. Yeah, I've got a drink right here with me, so no need to worry about that. There we go. I appreciate that, really I do. Something's weird about the tracker though, it keeps making my eyes do weird things that I'm not doing in real life, but I'll work on that in a bit. There we go. So let's get this game started, huh? We'll do the easiest difficulty because this is a difficult game. They outright tell you, be prepared to send out multiple caravans. So, travel to the crypt and unlock its mysteries. No fancy bells and whistles, just you, your followers, and the wastes. So, I've unlocked a few different characters, but we'll just go with the default caravan with the outcasts and the firebrand. And the firebrand being the default class you can get. They have multiple different ones. They've got the firebrand, the echo, the banshee, the tower, the seer, the spider, the breaker, and the stalker. I have played all 4 of the ones I've unlocked, and they're all fun. Firebrand is pretty aligned with my personal style, though. We also have, as far as the convoys, we got the outcasts, the nomads, and the explorers. And you can unlock different things, or different convoys and heroes in this game by doing different things. For instance, the faithful. They're a community of devout believers that have come together to follow the will of heaven. But their whole objective to unlock them is meet the fellowship of the caretakers and free their holy sites. Or you can complete the game with the traders and 20 believers. So, I haven't unlocked the traders yet. But we're just going to go with the default for this playthrough. This world is broken. Only the strong and ruthless prevail in this land of ruins. Hope is for the naive and weak. Until I heard its call from the night sky. The falling stars spoke of power and forgotten knowledge. They told me where it would land long before it smashed into Soma. Its voice was weak and fragmented, but it carried the promise of a way out, a path to change, and it gave me a purpose. It took me weeks to cross through Soma's wilderness, then its impact shook the heavens. Hissing with heat, the sand around it had turned into glass. Then it spoke from the crypt for the last time. I had spoken to machines before, but none had been this powerful, this keen, yet it was dying. Its blue light had painted a mandala into the dusty air. With this fractal symbol, it showed me glimpses of ancient knowledge from before the crash. Etched in hard light, it told me how to find and open the crypt, this place of legend. Then the falling stars spoke to me. You help. Power, safety, and knowledge. In the crypt, you lead. As the machine died and its light slowly subsided, I could hear words of prayer and mantras all around me. Others must have seen the trail of fire, heard the stars' whispers, and followed it here too. Their eager faces told me that they had heard the machine speak to me. The prophet! The prophet! They chanted. And so my followers had found me, and together we would find the crypt. Set out. So we start off, in camp. We have an inspect convoy ability, which allows us to look at items we have and stats that we've got. Not gonna worry about that too much yet. Let's look at our deck. So here we have the hermit. Oh, no, put the hermit back in. Hermit, wanderer, bandit sapper, initiate, scout, wild hand, battlefield healer, devoted guard, raider, crashjacker, shifty scavenger, spark shaman, warrior monk, enforcer, and scavenger savant. So alright, let's leave camp and see what's out there for us. So here we've got our tactical map that tells us where we need to go. So let's travel into the mountains. The road ahead was blocked by a motley crew of armed women and men. Even their children were carrying spears, bows, or handguns. There were no flags of any faction or religious groups. It was simply a group of heavily armed ferals. A woman with a rifle and the black and white minerals rubbed into the creases of her aged face stepped forward to address us. Our lands won't suffer the foolishness and evil doings of strangers anymore. Turn around or die. So, what shall we do? Shall we attack? Defy them? We can try to appease them. We do have 10 altruists, but we need 6 to appease them. Or we could turn around, costing us 5 days, 10 food, and 5 hope. And hope and food are what we need to travel across the land. You know, food is consumed while traveling. Obviously, shop at settlements or find food on the road to replenish. Hope, on the other hand, is basically our group's will to keep going. And it's slowly reduced while traveling and through special events. And it is replenished only through finding luxury items and sharing them with the group. Or certain events. This right here is our batteries. It's basically a currency. And this is the number of followers we have. We have a group of 18 people. So how do we deal with this situation? Do we resort to violence? Do we just move through regardless? Or do we try to appeal to them? Of course, we could also turn around and find another way. Any advice? Any input? Alright, well, I'm gonna go and appease them. We expressed our peaceful intention and that our caravan was traveling in good faith to make this world a better place. Their old leader nodded after we explained our intentions and seemed appeased. They had heard of our good deeds and invited us to share a meal with them, even offering us a place to rest. Yay, we got food! And we can even rest in their settlement. We spent the night in the company of our new friends, feeling safe and well guarded. In the morning we were rejuvenated and ready to continue our journey. Hey, we gained a little hope from that! Yay! Now we could go here to this mineral springs. It's an opportunity to heal ourselves and has an active market, though we have taken no damage so far. Deep in a rocky canyon, we found the mineral springs. The brackish bubbling water and the strong sulfur stench might be the main reason why they were still mostly untouched. Only a single rope tied to a tree stump led down to the springs. Mavurat. They have a market. Ooh, we could buy ourselves a mortar. This is equipment that we can wear. A tube, a strong spring, and something that blows up and ready is the siege weapon. Artillery barrage. At the start of your turn, if you have no living followers and the enemy has at least one, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. Not a bad move. Of course, I could dismantle it and gain a static charge card. But I'm not a big fan of that ability. And honestly, I feel like right now, mortar isn't bad, but I don't want to be spending 17 of my 20 batteries to get it. And here's our leader deck. We got bolster, quick shot, reinforce, static charge, blessed strength, shot, burst fire, and neural shiv. Let's leave camp for now. And to the mountains. We were just setting up camp when shots were fired in our direction. We dove for cover, yelling orders over the gunfire. It was time to fight. We're fighting a bandit chief. They're level 1 enemy. It takes a certain skill and ruthlessness to keep a ragtag band of raiders working together. Alright, not a bad starting hand. We got our Crossjacker, our Wanderer, and our Scout. The Himani, Shaima, and Saruchi. And then we got Shot and Quick Shot. It's my turn. So, as you can see here, I have 3/3 energy. It's used to play cards and stored in energy cells. At the start of this leader's turn, they gain an additional energy cell and they are all refilled. And I have 30 health. Likewise, this person has 5 health and 2 armor. and they've got 3 of 3 energy too. And as you can see at the top left of each of these cards, we have numbers that are how much it costs to use them. So I'm going to go ahead and put my scout and then do 1 damage directly to the enemy. That raider's not going to be nice. Oh, that's mean! Spike trap. When a follower joins the enemy, they take 2 damage. It's got the strain keyword though, so it suffers 1 health each time it does that. So it'll only do it once before killing my guy. If I put the Crashjacker out, he'll survive it. Ow. Oh, that was a suicide run there. I know, they put out their own Crestjacker. And someone with Taunt. Taunt makes it so I can't attack anybody but the guy with Taunt. It's a good strategy if you don't want to get hit. Luckily I have Shot, so I can just take care of him. We win! Ah, my follower has been blessed. When one of your cards defeats an enemy, they become blessed, which can heal their wounds and also increase their performance in subsequent battles. We got meat and sweets. Luxury items can be shared with the convoy to restore hope and to gain a status effect for the next battle. This one being Calm Company. At the start of combat, draw a convoy card. Finely packaged sweets in a wide assortment of flavors and colors. The dead bodies were enemies littered to the area. Well, it's not needed right now. I feel like sharing this with the group right away. There we go, we got 85. What's this? Ah, it's a Union Dam. Okay. Further into the mountains. We arrived at the shores of a scenic lake with crystal clear waters. The lush forest surrounding it seemed like a good opportunity to forage. We could either just forage and be unlikely to succeed, or we could let Culpa lead the foraging. Culpa being a wild hand and a feral, a rare feral at that. They'll be a little bit better at doing the foraging, so I'll let them lead the foraging efforts. One of the children discovered a gigantic field of evenberries. We spent the hours harvesting the small, nourishing fruits, adding a substantial amount to our supplies. Wow, 52 food. That's a lot. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're set for a while. Each movement takes 10 food and 5 hopes, so we're in good shape. Just as we set up camp, Himavati spotted a number of human bones strewn on the ground. We broke the skulls to release their souls and buried the scattered remains under a pile of stones. Now, I don't know why the tutorial didn't engage. It's supposed to. But what we've got here is, if you can notice, there's 2 different shades here. We got the gray road and the blue road. Blue roads are more dangerous, but they also offer better rewards to compensate. So, and this is a guaranteed battle. If we go there, we're going into a bandit encampment, and we're going to fight bandits. If we go here, it's a crossroads. We don't know what's going to be there. Anything could happen. A battle, a rare event. If we go this way, there's a crossroads with the remains of another convoy. I think what we'll do is we'll move up here, go to the Union Dam, hit this, go down, and then get to the convoy, and then backtrack a little bit. We got the food and hope for it, so let's do it. Just a little off the road, we spotted a woman tied to a tree. Her largely unclothed body was covered in bruises, and she seemed to be either dead or unconscious. From a distance, we could see the sign of the Raj etched onto her belly. Ooh, that's bad. We stopped the caravan and approached cautiously, our armaments ready. When we were just about to reach the woman, a shot rang out and a group of attackers blasted at us from nearby cover. Fight! Jeez, guys. Raj Guard at Gladiator. Being born into battle makes the Raj's Gladiators a quick and aggressive force. Not a bad starting hand. I got an extra one because of our, oh look, it's Saruchi again. And because he dealt the final blow last time, there's a bit more, power to their attacks. But we'll bring up Taruna today. -2 damage, huh? We'll put out our warrior monk. And just like Magic the Gathering, when you summon a creature, it has summoning sickness for a turn and is exhausted. Oh no, they're gonna kill him. Because he's got taunt, they have to attack him before attacking me. Alright, first fire. They've only got 1 health. Either they're gonna surrender or they're just gonna take it. Apparently they want to keep fighting. I, however, do not. Ooh, your rewards. +4 experience, bread, and a negation relay. Disrupt any enemy technopathic ability with this relay. We have the ability called Glitch Out. When an enemy unit suffers blackout, they also suffer -2 attack. I don't have anything that can give blackouts, so I think I'm gonna dismantle it and get the Infect card instead. The woman was badly wounded, but still alive. We took her off the tree and lifted her onto a wagon while we tended to her injuries. We gained Altruist, yay! And we got ourselves a Feral Marauder. You'll note that she's got a slash through her. That means she's wounded. Whenever a card takes damage in battle and is destroyed, it becomes wounded. If they are currently wounded when that happens, they die and are completely forever lost. So the game is a lot about, you know, maintaining a deck full of good cards versus a deck full of injured cards and leveraging the two. A motley crew of bandits suddenly encircled our convoy, weapons drawn. We've already had some luck today, so I'll let you go for some batteries. What do you say? Or do you prefer to die? Taunted their leader, raising a shiny new energy rifle in our direction. They want to take half our money. I say they should have to earn it. How about you? What do you think? Alright, let's do it. Bandit Saboteur. Most people can break, disable, or destroy something, but some people just seem to excel at it. Not a bad starting hand, but our warrior monk is already injured, as is our raiders, so I'm gonna send them back. Got a crossjacker. go. Damage their raider and damage their leader. If the raider decides to... Oh, never mind. Ow, that was a big hit. And as you can see, when the raider comes into battle, or the bandit sapper, they deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. Acid plant. What's this one do? Deals 2 damage to all targets in this column. I think I'm gonna put my warrior monk in. And then use reinforce to draw a new card. Ooh, no, that's bad. Overwhelming's bad. This isn't a good hand. Put him here, he won't hurt himself or anyone else. Ow. I have not seen that card before. Well, this guy could survive a hit from him. Unless, of course, they decide to attack me directly. Gave themselves armor. Problematic. I'll move him back, so this guy's on the front lines. Speaking of front lines, so one thing that this game does is you'll notice that some of the creatures on the map have these like 3-pointed icons on them, but some do not. And usually that means that they're the first in their row. And only the person first in row can attack. Gonna bolster him. So as you can see, there's this worker in front of this bomb. And this guy, being, you know, the only person in his row, he has frontline, as does this person. So it can be actually advantageous to have some of your weaker units behind someone else or behind cover, such as these rocks. However, sometimes they can't attack unless they have the sniper ability. I'm not doing well this fight. I'm gonna put him in the back. Because he's injured. He could actually die if he gets hit. Oh. So the reason he took damage is he no longer had any cards to draw. Outgunned and outnumbered, our opponents attempted to retreat. We're in bad shape, so I'm gonna let them. +3 experience. And I got some tea and bread for my losses. Though -8 health is not good, and 5 injuries is not even worse. Our enemies have faltered before our power. As you can see, my deck is mostly consistent of injured people now. There we go. I've removed everyone who's injured, giving me a deck of 11 people. Oh wait, no, there's a warrior monk that's still hurt. A deck of 10 out of 24. Now, it's not always advisable to use only people who are uninjured. Because the advantage here is that injured people, while they come in with less health, they also cost less to field. So it can actually be advantageous to use them, and generally speaking, this raider at 2 energy is stronger than most normal normal creatures you could summon at 2 energy. But you also risk losing them forever if they get hit. Also, I leveled up. So, pardon me, send some of my batteries to actually perform the level up. I think I'm gonna go merciless. Gain 2 health and 1 opportunity to remove a card from my deck. I don't like static charge because it deals 1 damage to all units and leaders. That means I take damage, the opposing leader takes damage, my units take damage, and so do the enemies. I just don't like it. It can be a useful clearing thing, but go up the mountains. Fierce gunfire erupted along our flanks. We dove for cover and returned fire, willing to stop the unknown aggressors with whatever it took. They only have 6 health. Bandit Marauder. Many of the bodies making up raider parties aren't malicious or criminal, just desperate. Alright. Let's put neural shields back. Alright, I got 5 damage that I can put out. Oh, they got taunt. But I got burst fire. So I was able to remove them with my ability and deal almost all their health and damage in 1 hit. Leader cards are these purple ones. Convoy cards are these blue ones. So they just played a leader card that gives them more leader cards. Ow. I'm just gonna finish them off with a quick shot. There we go. Get some natural dyes and some water. The dead bodies of our enemies littered the area. To the Union Dam. The Outriders reporting loud animal noises not far off the track. We took an armed group out there, finding a large predator caught in a pit. Its hind leg was impaled by stakes, apparently in a trap set by some local hunters. I'm gonna spend a food to heal it. Chavi, with the help, slowly earned the animal's trust by feeding it, then freed it and treated its leg. The animal made pitiful noises, but when they were done, we had made a new friend. A roaring Januar. It has the ability Fury, push the first enemy follower in the opposing row. It's a rare beast, nonetheless. Move unit to the back of its row and move any other affected units in this row 1 step forward. Not bad. And Fury is the effects of this card are triggered when the unit is played or enters the battlefield. Granted, it's already damaged, so it might not be a good idea to... Our path passed by a large dam that blocked the entire valley, is heavily decorated with the flags and ornaments of the Union. well-maintained road led to the dam, but there was a checkpoint with a fierce-looking soldiers guarding it. Now, we could bribe them, but Subash, who is of the Union, looks like he's willing to put in a good word for us, so we'll let him talk. The sergeant gave us a firm look, then waved us through. Good job, Subash. Let's brew some tea. It's got healing warmth, and I've lost a lot of HP lately. We'll explore the dam. In front of the dam, a crowd had gathered in front of a small stage where the head of a committee was apparently giving a speech. As I stepped closer, we realized this was some sort of trial. A group of hardy people seemed to have been accused of treason. They were held in chains and guarded by Union soldiers. The head of the committee was just about to pass his verdict. For spreading false news against the Union and harboring criminal thoughts, I sentence you to death by hanging. Criminal thoughts sounds very authoritarian. Let's intervene. The bishop continued, ideas can be dangerous. We will not let our enemies have weapons, so why should we let them have ideas? Oh yeah, I'm glad we're intervening now. There's no way we could allow them to execute these people for whatever different beliefs that they held. I gave a sign, and then we engaged the Union soldiers in combat. Union agent, level 1 enemy. Secretive and shady, the agents of the Union are everywhere, controlling the battlefield and using it against you. Begin battle. Again, I don't like static charge. There we go. If we deploy that warrior monk, he will force a taunt. Which will make enemies target him specifically. Oh, they killed me with light blast! Hey, Subash! You got us in here. Ooh, I got an explorer with sniper. That's Himavati, okay. I don't like doing this. There we go. This guy's in bad shape. Got him. Got health and edible oils. Or meat and edible oils. After the fight, we freed the convicts from their chains. They had no other place to go except to join us. We took a few supplies, then swiftly returned to the caravan. We got some vegetables and rice, and a couple heretics. A legendary anointed inquisitor. And a pariah. This unit is targeted by a leader card. It loses 2 life points. Oh jeez. The anointed inquisitor, shielded. When the enemy plays a leader card, deal 2 plus X damage with the enemy's leader, where the X is that card's cost. Ooh. That's neat! But we kind of have to leave. So, alright, let's take out a couple of our guys. And instead put in that anointed inquisitor and the pariah, since they're in good health. We can even put him in. I know he's damaged, but he's only 1 cost, and he automatically does 2 damage to the enemy leader. Which means I can throw them in, and if they defeat the enemy leader, they become blast. So we currently have 2 people who are blast, which are our scout and a spark shaman. We came into a strange new landscape which hardly lacked any vegetation. The ground was uncomfortably hot, and the air reeked of rotten eggs. 2 shabby-looking fellows with gas masks, weathered grape ponchos, and spears awaited us in the middle of the road. They warned us of the treacherous trail ahead and offered their services as guides. 7 batteries is a lot, but their price was high, but we might have suffered terrible losses without their guidance. The road proved to be rather dangerous. 1 step to the side and we could have been swallowed by sinkholes or drowned in toxic mud. The path ahead was blocked by barricades. A band of feral warriors sporting primitive weapons and bright decorative scars were crouching behind it. We also spotted some of them lurking on either side of the road. An audibly nervous voice shouted from the barricade demanding a tribute for passing. Unfortunately, we don't have what they ask for in tribute, so we have no choice but to attack. Feral shaman. Healing and singing curses are the daily business of a shaman. Both are pretty useful on the battlefield. I got my Inquisitor, but I'm not going to be able to put him out just yet. We are able to put out Shima, though. We'll put out our shifty scavenger. He's got taunt, so they'll have to attack him. But because 2 cards died, he got 2 stronger. Oh boy. Jeez. Well, only they will get hurt this time, so... Got him! But at great cost. -8 health for me and 3 injuries. I'm not doing so great on this playthrough. That said, some playthroughs are just, more blessed than others, so... The dead bodies of our enemies littered the area. Our convoy approached a fortified structure. Behind a rough barricade that consisted of rubble, wire, and wooden stakes, smoke rose from a handful of buildings. The gate to the settlement was closed, and guards were watching us from towers. We and our scouts fan out around the fort to avoid an ambush. They reported back that the settlement was well protected, but otherwise everything seemed normal. Let's approach. We carefully inched our wagons closer to the fort, trying to maintain a peaceful impression. The heavily armed guards stepped up and asked us to state our identity and purpose. While we lack any points in Believer, we can ask for shelter through our altruist. After some commotion behind the scenes, we were allowed to enter the settlement. A commander holding a plasma rifle greeted us. Judging from her posture and attitude, she seemed to be a trained soldier. We don't have the batteries to trade for food, but perhaps we can recruit the commander. We tried to talk the commander into joining us. Finally, she agreed, but only in exchange for a significant amount of food for the settlement. I mean, I got 189 food. 30 is not bad. She gave out the food to her people, then joined us. Hardened veteran. Wow, she's got quite the beard. He's also the guy that's on the cover of the game, in the main menu. Legendary. This card is hard to acquire and much more powerful than regular cards. When attacking an enemy unit, all damage beyond the target's health rolls over to the next unit in the row, or the enemy leader if no unit is present. When this unit dies, or deals damage, all friendly followers gain 1 health. Ooh, that's good. Welcome to the party. This will be a guaranteed battle. Might not be good to go straight this way. Our journey was abruptly halted by the yelled warnings of our outriders. We reached for weapons. Suddenly, the enemies were upon us. Secretive and shady, the agents of the Union are everywhere, controlling the battlefield and using it against you. Oh, I can level up if I had money. Not a bad starting hand, though my healer that comes out is automatically hurt. I'll put the wild hand out. They'll summon a beast, giving us a bit of a numerical advantage. Oh, what's this? Scholar points. What does this guy have? Pathfinder. Pull the unit or obstacle in the last row of the opposing tile. Interesting. My shifty scavenger's not doing so great. I'll put him in the back. No, I lost them. And them. Endure. Survive. I'm in trouble. Anointed Inquisitor. A plague of rust upon you! With that last attack, we'd broken the will of the enemy. Wounded and disheartened, they meekly offered their surrender. We will accept. The remaining enemies ditched their weapons and dropped to their knees. I think we'll recruit them. We need people. We got 2 deserters and a warden. Victory! We lost 2 people, we had 2 more injuries, and I lost 4 health. Our enemies have faltered before our power. Yeah, but we're not doing so great ourselves. The smoking ruins of a battle-ravaged convoy lay before us, its previous owners scattered dead around it. There was movement. A squad of armed men and women made their way through the wreckage, taking whatever valuables they could find and murdering the few survivors still moving. Well, obviously we're going to stop that. Oh, but they're level 1 elite. The engineer has learned to make use of all manner of machines to help turn the tide of the battlefield. Alright. No, they're in good health. No, they're not in good health, but... Oh. There we go. Let the pariah take the hit. Except the pariah won't take the hit. Oh, I forgot that affects mine too, apparently. Don't want to use static charge. That's another death. That worked. I don't think I'm gonna get that far in this playthrough. I might, but I'm in bad shape. Well, jeez. I'm done. With our prophet fallen in combat, we were at the mercy of our attackers. They wreaked havoc through the convoy, taking what they wanted, while the followers scattered to escape certain death. A few regrouped and decided to march on, but without the vision and power of the prophet, there was little hope. It wasn't long before the stragglers perished or abandoned the path. Game over. We were on the road for 61 days. I visited 12 places, won 5 fights, lost 2 followers, and followers were destroyed by 24. A new game. Actually, I think I'm gonna call it there for now. It's been fun, but like I said, I'm not feeling the best today. It was nice getting a chance to stream. Sorry I was a little bit late. Like I said, we had a bunch of issues with the computer and other things. So, with that in mind, thank you for watching. It's been fun, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.